Hello and welcome, everyone. We are here in Bainbridge, Georgia for the Reckoning on the River presented by Visit Bainbridge for a PDGA B tier out at the Bainbridge Oaks course. This is Clay Edwards here, joined by
Ryan Mon. This event is powered by Prodigy. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out Ace Run Pro.
Yeah, I'm really excited to cover this today, Ryan. This is an amazing course, and the weather was beautiful. Everything about this week was just pretty awesome, I'd say.
I'd say for sure. I'd say day one was probably the best scoring conditions. The wind was definitely the lowest. So let's see who we got on our featured card for today.
First up, we got Bradley Williams. He just came in third at Tallahassee Open. His game's looking pretty good.
Next up, we got Silas Schultz with 35 career wins, and he is 1019 rated. A lot of power on his throw.
And here we got Jamie Kiep. I believe he's out of Florida. Also saw him at the Tallahassee Open doing his thing.
Lastly, we got the man from Estonia, Tamm, with 27 career wins, and he got 5th at the Tallahassee Open. The Bazooka, as people like to call him. We're moving right into hole one. It's a par 3, 355 feet. Dead straight ahead over some water to start with OB short, left, right. So just want to throw probably a mid or fairway driver here. Try to mitigate the distance. Probably land about 25 feet short and have yourself a nice putt to start the day. It's going to be a nervy one, though, with the water.
Yeah, and a lot of options players can take here on this starting hole.
For your 140 tee time and your featured card, first on the box, sponsored by Innova, Bang-A-Chang, and Squatch. Give it up for Bradley Williams.
First up, we got Brad here. Looks like he's going with a mid-range, maybe? I kind of like this play. It's more calm today, so I like the mid-range play.
Yeah, just kind of going straight at it.
I like the height a lot.
Yeah, getting the nose up a little bit so it kind of fades out and stalls at the end there.
Looked like it stayed safe, probably down that little hill right there. Should be about 20 feet away would be my guess.
Next on the box, sponsored by Discmania, Silas Schultz.
I believe Silas is throwing an MD5 here, very overstable mid-range.
Yeah, I like the play, if you go with the overstable disc, the mist tends to be left away from the water.
Also helps out during more windier conditions, something more reliable. So you don't have to worry about changing discs.
Yeah, and that's a good shot there. Pretty common to bail out 30 left. He'll have a putt for birdie.
Free bags and EV7, bless her heart. Jamie Kiep.
Got Jamie Kiep here. I put with him the final round at Tallahassee. I believe we tied, so I'm semi-familiar with this game. I believe he throws a lot of MVP, so. Smooth throw. I didn't really see that line much. A nice little bending off to the right shot.
Yeah, I like it.
And rounding out the card, sponsored by Latitude 64, Albert Tamm.
Yeah, I believe Albert's going with a trust here. This is a stable to overstable mid-range from Latitude 64.
That looks good if it just stays in the air. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, looks like it slid up into the circle. Or just outside. Here he is.
It's kind of a scary putt to get your day started looking right at the water outside the circle. Maybe not right at the water, but water looming, I should say.
Yeah. Here we got Jamie from a similar distance.
That's a great putt to start the day.
Yeah, what a way to start your round. Death putt, 35 feet, straight at the water. Just right in the heart. Great putt from Jamie.
Silas, very similar putt. Luckily, the OB kind of like protrudes outwards right there, so it's not like right on that hillside like it is about 20 feet behind that one, but he should be okay for a par there. Albert for his comebacker. He's going to make that one. That's a weird one to start your day. Big straddle.
Yeah, I actually didn't see anyone go down in that area. I didn't realize that it was safe.
A very uncommon spot to be, but I feel like it should be coming off the tee almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are so scared of going in the water and losing their disc, they just throw it a little shorter.
Yeah, and Bradley just calmly waits to tap in his birdie here. Two down from the card there. And now we move into hole 2. It is a par 4, 725 feet. Got a little bit of a gap off the tee. Players are going to want to land somewhere around this area, close to the water if possible, because the approach shot calls for a hyzer. Shot moving from right to left. Over a little bit of an OB ditch, and then yeah, just a basket right around the corner. Tough birdie, takes 2 well-executed shots. Players are going to elect for probably a straight fairway off the tee here. Looks like Brad is doing exactly that.
I believe this is a Halo Valkyrie from Brad.
So
Gets
yeah,
that nice smooth release and it's going to get that drift.
Yeah, that's ideal right there. You really want to get that left to right.
Yeah, that's
money.
Perfect. The OB on the right side is kind of in play, but not with that shot. You kind of knew that shot was going to stay safe the entire time just because it never got fully over to Anheuser.
Mm-hmm.
See, this one, if that one was higher, that'd be scary. That's still a fine shot.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have a tree in his swing, he'll be in a good position for the birdie.
Silas throwing an FD here. Ooh.
Maybe a good kick.
Yeah, I think of that. I don't know if it was tracking OB, but definitely didn't hurt it too much. Obviously went to the left side, but he has enough power. He can probably still get up and down from there.
I believe this is an Explorer here from Albert. And
pretty good.
A little low, but he'll be right in the middle. He'll have something from there.
I think a good key on this hole is there's kind of one tree semi in the middle of the fairway. If you can be to the right of that, you're in a great position. So
agreed.
As you can see, Albert and Silas are not there. They're in a little bit more of a cutoff position. But still doable for guys with as big as arms as they have. Just looking good if we can get a nice skip. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's pretty close. Well done there from Albert.
Jamie here. Looks like he's a pretty clear run-up. There's a little patch of OB right there. I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but not really in play.
Not really, unless you maybe hit one of those early trees and get a weird kick. But so Silas here on the left side of the fairway is a bit pinched. He's going to have to go with a more extreme hyzer shot. Yep. Gets a great skip.
Yeah, I believe that was an FD3 super overstable one.
Maybe a touch short, but still looking at the birdie.
I'd probably put him somewhere within circle 2.
And this is an ideal spot off the tee.
I believe this is a Draco.
Playing a slight flex.
That backside does come up quick, but Brad throws it perfectly.
That's well done from the veteran.
Exactly. Oh, Jamie just off the left side there.
Honest bid there.
For sure. Albert barely sneaking it over the cage, but that is a good birdie from where he was.
Definitely.
Same with Silas here. I believe this is for a birdie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive that he got that close from being left side of the fairway off the tee.
Yeah, through such an extremely overstable disc. Just had nowhere else to go but left.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jamie with the only par on the scorecard.
That's impressive.
Let's move into hole 3. 3 is a par 3, 315 feet. It is a stock hyzer hole. The drone is not flying the intended route. I believe the intended route is to the right of that tree, and then also to the right of this last tree right here. Something probably overstable distance driver will do you well here. Maybe even that left side for lefties, well, although we do not have one on our card today. This one's definitely an erasable house. It's that distance where all these pro players should be able to throw it. With this being a very righty dominant field.
Yes.
Everybody should have this shot in their game.
So Bradley electing to go all the way around the tree.
Big skip, and I like this. Yeah, that's perfect.
Really nice from Bradley.
Branch took some speed off of it.
I would assume that Silas is going for that same route. Just going all the way around the branches, just kind of opening up the fairway. Takes a bit more power to pull this shot off, but these guys certainly have it. And this
Going
is looking
pretty wide, intending a skip, and he gets it.
And yeah,
About 27.5 feet. Whoa.
Albert lining up the sidearm.
Okay.
So this is a play I haven't seen anyone take.
I was hinting at the lefty, but I did not know Albert was going to take this, but I do like it if you can throw it like this. I like it.
Wow.
A lot. That's crazy power right
That's
there.
incredible.
It kind of surprised me a little bit. Albert has so much confidence in his backhand, I feel. Also, he's confident in his sidearm, so
Yeah, apparently Jamie
flips
just
it up.
catches that late Guardian.
Jamie from 90. Ooh. A little short, but that should do for a par. Brad being the second furthest out, being this far, is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Nice birdie there from Brad.
A little turkey to start off his tournament. Silas a little closer than I expected. That's been Silas's one thing in his game that has really hindered him, I believe, his putting.
Clean up there from Jamie. Yeah, to me, it looked like he just was a little undercommitted there. Didn't have quite the follow through that I see when he's making those putts.
Yeah, it looked a bit timid.
And Albert just laying down the hammer with that forehand on hole 3. Very impressive. Hole 4, let's get right into it. It is a par 3, 380 feet. Basket is straight off the tee. The one object, or obstacle I'd rather say on this hole, is this big tree here. You're going to see players either go straight at it, around the right side with a backhand hyzer, or opt for a forehand hyzer out left. Kind of pick your poison hole here. A lot of ways to attack it, and let's see what these players can do. Riley looks like he's going with a straighter fairway driver here.
Yeah, this is definitely the play for Brad, backing up the middle, his bread and butter.
And I like this. On that left side, the ceiling is a little bit higher, so you can see the turnover or the forehand, really have a little bit more airspace to work.
There's like this one branch that hangs a little lower. You can kind of see it right there. That kind of prevents you from throwing that like more straight at its shot. So.
Yeah, and with this being 380 slightly downhill, that low ceiling causes players to have to throw a little bit of a faster disc.
Silas is just tugging on a mid-range right here. And that should be pretty good.
Caught a little bit of a late limb, but looks like he'll be dancing. Jamie.
Nobody going around the tree.
No. And this looks really good from Jamie.
That's perfect. Albert wants no business with that putt. So I'll just get the next one. Smart move. Jamie, a little long. I didn't see too many people long.
Yeah. Good birdie there from Jamie.
2 down through 4 is a pretty good start out here. Brad says, how about 4 through 4?
Really well done there from Brad.
Albert taking his time. I kind of like to see that. You know, on those putts, those are the ones, if you miss after your round, you kick yourself for those.
And Silas having a tap-in birdie with a mid-range off the tee after hitting a limb. Really displaying some elite power there.
Let's move into hole 5, par 4, 710 feet. 2 routes. This round is fine in the middle gap. There's also a hyzer route to the right side. You want to land somewhere about right here. You're going to have a forehand or a backhand in. Dealer's choice on the second shot for whichever one you like. Road OB left and path OB right. Kind of a guarded green right here with that low ceiling, and there's a good amount of trees around the basket. Overall, a great par 4.
Yeah, really good hole here. It's like that Valkyrie again.
There's also a left side route over the road. Oh, chill.
Did that stay in bounds?
I don't know. We also might see Albert throw a forehand over the road.
Mm-hmm.
With his forehand prowess. Silas throwing an FD up the middle. And this one looks good. I
Really
do like to
nice.
favor that left side a little more. You kind of get that forehand of the green, which I like more.
Yeah, really players are just looking to get some good distance off the tee here and stay in bounds towards the middle of the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
This is looking great from Jamie.
Yeah. Very good. Albert, he is throwing the backhand here. Tricks me once again. Yeah, I was kind of on that the entire way.
Stays in the middle, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't get a rude kick out of bounds or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Brad looks like he did stay in bounds, or he just took his meter. It's kind of hard to tell. I didn't see an OB graphic, though.
Yeah, it looked like he did stay in bounds.
But it's going to be probably just a par from here if we're... he's playing smart, which I believe he will be doing.
Yeah. Good recovery shot there from Brad. I mean, he's probably 600 feet away from the basket, maybe 550, so not much to do there but to take your medicine.
No reason to go for that one this early in the tournament, obviously, or even any round.
Mm-hmm.
Albert, still possible for him to get up and down, just going to be very tricky. This guy needs to... Did
That
it hit something? Because it looked like it just slowed down and got to a different angle. Either way, still in the middle, still safe. Jamie, this one is going to be out of bounds. I think it was going to be out of bounds anyways without the kick. Then I really like the angle out of his hand.
This hole gets sneaky tight towards the green with that OB left and right.
Mm-hmm. And the OB on the fence is the actual... It's not the posts. It's the actual... What are they called?
The railing.
The railing. That's a great shot there from Silas. This is a good birdie.
And another well-executed shot there from Bradley.
This green is definitely pretty tight, but there are still some clear lines to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like gimmicky. Jamie jumping for joy right there. Looks like everybody but Silas is going to have a par. Oh no, Jamie went out of bounds. This is actually his putt for bogey. A little more than you want on the... Ooh.
That's a good putt.
Yeah. Even though it's for bogey, still kind of gets the confidence up. Brad for par after a rough tee shot. Nice and high in the basket and centered. Albert. And Silas for his birdie to move to 3 under through 5.
Well done from Silas.
Conrad, that was for you.
Not so well done on the frisbee flip there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your time to hit a fairway once, just one time. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Moving into hole 6, we have a 350-foot par 3. Tight corridor off the tee, thrown over an OB creek. You want something to push straight for almost the entire flight of this fairway, and the basket is 40 feet off to the right. You will see most players elect for a straight to overstable forehand with a fairway or distance driver, and you might see the rare backhand on the card as well. Silas here lining up maybe an FD3.
I think it's a DD3 maybe a little faster. But that's still like 40 feet right there.
Yeah, so he threw it pretty much dead straight off the tee. He'll be circle's edge for the birdie.
Brad, sidearm. Oh no.
And that's out of bounds.
Wow, I didn't see anybody do that. That's kind of wild. Albert, looks like Pioneer probably. We know he has a lot of power. Just hits those Guardian trees.
Yeah, that was heading straight for the basket, but hit that late Guardian.
Jamie throwing sidearm. That's when you know it's a sidearm hole.
Yeah.
And that should be, honestly, going to be a tricky approach with how many trees are by the basket.
I agree.
Same with this shot here from Brad. But he throws it perfectly.
It's a pretty common theme on this course. If you're not near the green or at least jump putting, it's hard to get up and down. There's just a ton of Guardians, ton of trees everywhere.
Exactly, but it's not like unfair though.
No.
Everything is fair. See, this is what we're talking about here. It's like if you get off the fairway a little bit, there's just like, it's not like a lot of trees. There's just trees that like make you throw certain weird shots.
And he had a fair gap there. Well executed.
Albert, little low, little right. Silas.
Didn't realize Silas got into the shul over there.
Didn't either. Call him Tarzan. I thought he was going to be similar distance, just a little more right. Kind of out of the woods.
Thought he was going to be.
But forehand putt is his best option. It's a pretty good bid from in there.
Honestly.
Call him Honest Abe with that effort.
Bradley tapping in the bogey. First blemish on the scorecard for him today.
This one kind of hurts the bogey, I would say. It's one of the easier ones on the course.
I would say if you've got a good forehand, you're really licking your chops when you step up to this one.
Exactly. Good par there from Silas. And great scramble there from Jamie.
1 over on the lead card. Hole 6.
Not what I would have thought.
No.
Hole 7 is a par 4, 670 feet with OB left and OB right and OB long. It's a placement shot to this corner here. Forehand, backhand, roller. They will all do if you can get to a certain spot, which is about right here. There's a Mando forcing you to the right, and you want to go through this tight corridor, or even a hyzer will do. The basket is more open than most baskets out here.
Yeah, this is the third hardest hole on the course, which I'm not surprised by that at all. A lot of danger, long hole.
I mean, you can definitely get in some rough spots if you don't hit the second shot correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Silas going that function roller, as I hinted at earlier. I really do like this play if you got it.
Yeah, pretty aggressive, but shapes up for the fairway nicely.
There's kind of some logs on the right sides where if you hit them, whoa. Whoa.
Albert with the
craziest Michelin forehand I've ever seen him throw, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen.
Jamie, what is
that.
this? He's lining up a hyzer over the side?
Is this even a thing?
I think it is. People at round one were telling me about this. If you get it left enough, but this doesn't look like it's coming back left. This could be a making for a big number.
And that is going to be a really bad spot to go out of bounds in.
For sure. Brad throwing mid-range turnover, which I like. Plays it to perfection.
I like this play here.
It's a very great spot to be. Spotter almost got confused on which flag, but we thank you for his help.
Jamie going back over the out of bounds.
I mean, forehand will probably be another option, but if this one gets safe, okay.
Safe. I'm not even sure what's up there.
Albert doing the smart thing, taking it back. I like this. This is a very smart play from him.
Yeah, getting a spot and taking it directly back in line with the basket.
Gives him more of an angle.
Exactly.
Looks like he's going for something. That's going to be tough from there, I think. Here's the thing. This hole bites you into be more aggressive, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But Brad, after a perfect tee shot, is going to go with the hyzer. Do you like this play or no?
So I actually did not see anyone try that over the weekend. I thought about doing it myself, but just doesn't look like there's a lot of really clean gaps up there.
Mm-hmm. A lot of shrubs up high.
This is kind of more of what you're going for, this low gap here.
Still a little high in my opinion, but got a good kick.
Yeah.
Silas going P1 here.
Getting another good kick out.
That is for sure.
Can get pretty hairy in there.
Still a little weird approach shot. I don't think he was going for that gap based on his reaction.
Agreed.
That'll work fine.
Oh, brother.
Jamie looking to make a bid at this one. He does that. Here's where things can get tricky by the screen. Here's why it's playing the third hardest hole on the course. Spots like this where you're 90 feet away and you got to go tomahawk, forehand roller, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Patent pending backhand. That's well executed.
Yeah, good shot there.
Brad looked like he flicked his forehand. He flicked his putting putter.
Jamie in for the double.
It's kind of what I expected after his tee shot went to be, though.
Agreed. To me, a par is pretty good on this hole, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. There's just so much danger off the tee shot and the second shot.
I might practice it after this and then do it tomorrow.
A birdie is outstanding on this hole. I'm not sure if there were many on the day.
I kind of like your little roller throw. I mean, the roller's sick, you know? Something so flippy, it just kind of spins out, you know?
Moving on to hole 8. Par 3, 340 feet. Tight gap off the tee. And then players are going to be wanting to throw something straight. And then fades late around this corner. We're going to see most of these guys elect for an overstable fairway driver, trying to just get something out high and straight and then stall late towards the basket. This is a pretty unconventional hole, but I think it's a good one, Ryan.
I do enjoy this hole. It's very a unique design, but it's kind of why I like it.
Yes, so
Silas throwing a mid-range here. MB5. Looks a little inside to me. Maybe caught that FPO basket hill.
yeah, it looked a little early, but did sneak through.
Brad going with a faster disc. And he went more of a flip up instead of a stall right there.
Yeah, which I like to play too,
It kind of pushes more in the gap instead of just dying.
because you really want to push the backside of this green, or fairway rather. Albert,
I think that's pretty good. Probably 35 feet left, if I had to take a guess. That one looked the best.
yeah, got it a little higher, a little wider.
And kind of stalled back nicely. Brad, still not the easiest approach with that branch in the hill, but he almost made it.
Really hunting the birdie there with that safari hat on.
Silas close. Good effort there. Probably a couple trees in the way. Ooh, Albert looked to be closer than Jamie. Jamie loved that one.
And this was the mistake I saw all weekend. Players going early on this tee shot.
Yeah, it's kind of uncommon to see people right up the basket almost.
Yeah, or someone pushing something too straight, which to me indicates a well-designed hole.
I agree. Silas sneaks that one in there. How did that stay in? Kind of balance on the rim, and
That had some crazy action.
he got away with one there, I'll say that.
Nevertheless, it's in the basket and he's moving on.
It's a daunting hole 9. Playing this hole is kind of looming in my head that we got to play one of the harder holes coming up next.
Yeah.
Let's move into the diabolical hole 9. It plays as the hardest hole in the course. You want to throw a straight fairway driver to about here, either a forehand or a turnover to a little further than this, probably around here, and then it keeps turning, and it's going to turn once more. There are little retention ponds you can see right there on the right of your screen. There's one to the right of the first shot, left of the second shot, and right of the third shot that are looming to just take your discs. Me personally, I had to go in there during the practice run to get one of mine. Not a fun spot to be.
No. Not at all.
There's a lot of plays on this hole. Straight down the left, straight down the right. Saw some forehands. Just whatever you can do to get clean, kind of. I like this a lot right here. That's perfect.
That's pretty ideal there from Albert.
And he's only getting, 370 off the tee?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely a long hole. You can only bite so much off the tee shot. Normally you see long par 5s like this, and you can bite 450, 475, 500 off the tee, but not this one.
So Silas
Gets sneaky through the
pulls
entire
his...
right side.
Yeah, that was very fortunate. There's a lot of trees over there that he avoided.
Also, maybe he could have kicked into that retention pond, taking a stroke and lost his disc.
Bradley going for that same line that Albert took, and I think this is the best play. Throwing a slight flip up, keeping it left, keeping it away from that pond.
I 100% agree with you there. I think like a straight fairway driver, hyzer at that tree, have it pop up, still kind of gliding left the entire way is the idea.
So this is another play through that gap, but you need it to fade.
That one looks like it stayed Oh,
And
no, it did not.
just goes straight into that OB pond.
That one's going to be rough to get. Oh, no, it's good. If you
Okay.
go in the center of that, it's about 4 feet deep.
Yeah, you know all about that, don't you,
I know from
Ryan?
experience, yes, sir.
You guys good with that spot? Yeah.
Doing the right thing, assuring with his card mates that they are good.
So Jamie got decent distance off the tee.
Tricky spot still, though, and that's
Turning a bit early. Looks like it got caught up into something.
still a crazy shot shape, though. I kind of like that level of creativity.
Yeah, I mean, from there, par would have been really good, and, you know, he was giving it his best effort.
Mhm.
Bradley also electing for the turnover. That was great.
That was perfect, exactly.
Really liked how he had the disc fade late there at the end, kind of using a bit more of a stable disc to open up his third shot.
I agree. Very smart move from the veteran.
And
Albert electing to do the same thing.
Yep, getting that late fade.
Celebrate now.
Because it's really important here to push the backside of this fairway on the second shot to open up that hyzer for the third.
Yep.
So you're going to see a lot of players doing exactly that. Good shot there from Silas. Wow, he got way up there.
I would say I got pretty fortunate through the trees to be in that position. That's almost a spot you'd be in if you throw a bad second shot. And this is just a very tricky spot to get up and down from. That's a very rude
Man,
kick.
that looked like a good angle too, trying to fight out. Just barely too much left on that disc.
I don't know if he was going for the green there. I don't think he had the height. Maybe he was playing for close to the FPL basket, having like an easy pitch up.
Yeah.
Silas still has a chance to get up and down. And he will looking to do just that.
That's a great shot from Silas.
I mean, he probably cleared 450 feet off the tee pad because he got through clean and then a little pitch sidearm out.
So Bradley and Albert here, maybe 30, 40 feet left of where Silas was.
This is the ideal spot.
Yeah, so their disc being on this side of the fairway really opens up that hyzer, just makes this shot a little bit more simple.
You don't really have to flex too much.
No.
And just keeps it. There's some trees high if you're going to go like the big high flex, and this takes him out. But Brad, I felt like he knew. I could tell by his body language he knew he was going to hit that tree out of his hand. Jamie, left side is not where you want to be on this hole. A lot of tomahawks being thrown from here.
Yeah, this is rough.
If you kick over here, you can almost guarantee you're going to take 2 extra strokes to get to the basket. He's still trying to get to the basket, and he's going to fall right back in the rough, I believe. Oh, by the next tee pad.
Okay, so he's got a long look at it.
Kind of fell, and decent bid for falling.
That's the thing with this hole, you know, you go out of bounds off the tee, you get off the fairway, you feel like you're trying to make up for the rest of the ride, and
where you really don't have to, since it's averaging that hardest hole in the
Yeah.
course, where people are taking 6s and 7s. You should just, if you're OB, just take your 6.
I have a chance
Agreed.
to get here now.
I mean, there's so many. The back nine's a little easier, in my opinion. A lot more birdies to get.
I think so.
So, Albert, great birdie. He's gonna earn himself a run back as well. That's great.
Really nice putt there from Albert.
Great birdie.
Silas in for the birdie.
Silas says, I want to join that party. Albert, let me in. 2 incredible birdies there. Unfortunate double there for Jamie. 2 doubles and 3 holes. Not what you're looking for out here. Bradley tapping his par to round out our front 9. That'll do it for the front 9. We got Bradley Williams at 3 under, Silas Schultz at 4 under, James Kiep at +3, Albert Tamm at 3 under par.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff from our lead card here. You could also see the real teeth of this course with a few big numbers on the card. Ryan Mon up there at the top.
7 through 14 is kind of the pace I like to be on right there. Thank you guys for tuning into this. Make sure to tune into the back 9. I am Ryan Mon. You can catch me on Instagram at RyanMon_DG.14.
And you can give me a follow on Instagram at Edwardinho_disc_golf. Don't forget to give Ace Run Pro a follow and a subscribe as well.
See you guys in the back nine. Let's run it.